They lie.
Welcome
It's
to
not set to run at your own
F-16C
pace.
Electronic Warfare Systems Training. You begin at 12,000 feet MSL over the Black Sea coast. You are at active pause. The ESM and ECM systems of your Viper are currently powered down. Your first steps will be to turn on these systems and configure them for your missions. Some of these functions would have been accomplished before takeoff and others while on the way to the battle area. Once this has been accomplished, you will leave active pause and bring the electronic warfare systems fully online. You will first engage and destroy an SA-8, then begin an attack run on the target. During this attack run, an SA-2 site will attempt to engage you. You will use radar jamming and chaff to defeat this threat long enough to fire your JSOW. Unless otherwise indicated, those highlighted button presses and spacebar presses will immediately forward the lesson to the next step. On your first time through the training, it is recommended that you listen carefully to each set of instructions before taking the action that will move the lesson forward. When ready to continue, press the spacebar. Turn on the Radar Warning Receiver, RWR, by pressing the power switch on the Threat Warning AUX panel. You should have heard the RWR power-up tones and see symbols on the azimuth display. Take a few moments to familiarize yourself with the RWR display controls. The one control you will likely lose the most is the T button, which momentarily separates threat icons on the azimuth display, enabling you to see them all. When ready to continue, press the spacebar. Turn on the Countermeasures Dispensing System, CMDS, by turning the CMDS mode knob from off to standby. If the CMDS is working normally, you will see Go illuminate. Enable the Chaff Expendable Countermeasures Dispenser by placing the chaff switch to on. Note that you have 120 chaff rounds for this mission. Next, enable the RWR to tie into the ECM systems by switching the RWR source switch to on the ECM jammer control panel. Provide power to the AN ALQ 184 pod by placing the operating switch to standby. Note that an S, for standby, has illuminated on the button for transmitter 1. Place the remaining transmitters, 2 through 6, into standby by pressing their respective buttons. Each of the 6 transmitter buttons should be showing an S. The AN-ALQ 184 has 3 jamming modes. Mode 1, radar priority, Mode 2, ECM priority, and Mode 3, barrage noise jamming. For this mission, you will be using jamming Mode 2, ECM priority. Set the ECM mode switch to Mode 2. As part of your mission planning, you would have analyzed the expected threats and optimized the expendable countermeasures programs. To demonstrate this procedure, you will now edit Chaff Program 1 to burst quantity 4, burst interval 0.200 seconds, sequence quantity 5, sequence interval 1.5 seconds. When ready to continue, press the spacebar.
This don't work.
On the upfront controls, press the list button. Then press 7, CMDS. On the DED, you will first see the CMDS bingo display. Dabber sequence to move to the Chaff Program 1 display. The data entry cursor is on the burst quantity, BQ line. On the upfront control keypad, press 4, then enter, and dabber down to BI. On the burst interval, BI line, using the upfront controls keypad, press 0, 2, not highlighted, then enter, and double down to SQ. On the sequence quantity line, press 5, then enter. Then double down to SI. On the sequence interval SI line, press 150, then enter. Check the chaff program and, if correct, double return. You have now completed all the ESM, ECM system configurations required before entering the combat area. Next, you will set up the Viper's air-to-ground weapon systems. On the upfront controls, press the Set Power to the two weapons, beginning with switch to the AGM-154 Alpha by pressing OSB 6, and press OSB 7, power to on. Return to the AGM-88C page by pressing OSB 6. The fire control radar will not be used in this mission and has been set to silent. You will be using the harm weapon display. On the left MFD, press OSB 14, FCR, then press OSB 18, weapon. Back on the right MFD, the harm attack display, HAD, will be employed. Press OSB 12, and then press OSB 12 again to bring up all the options. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with the head. First, make the head soy with HOTAS DMS down 2 presses. Next, using HOTAS radar cursor, move the cursor over any symbol and HOTAS TMS forward to designate. Once designated, the symbol will be boxed in red. Along the top of the head, you will now see information about the radar's location as seen from the HTS.
This shit don't never work in the game.
Bearing to target, major axis length, minor axis length, arm status, PGM position quality from 5 to 1. When ready to continue, undesignate the target radar with HOTAS TMS aft, then press the spacebar to continue and begin flying. As you enter the combat zone, bring the ECM systems fully online. Place the AN/ALQ-184 into operate, or place the CMDS mode into semi-automatic. To enable automatic self-protection jamming, activated when a radar begins to track your Viper, HOTAS CMS aft. Looking at the transmitter buttons, all should now be showing A as the SAA goes
Oh
active.
shit. Wait a minute, I don't have a CM. God damn it. I don't have a CMS F. Or do I? Oh, I made one. Yeah, but that's just gonna trigger all my damn what's it called. I don't want to do that.
Target the SAA with HTS. On the right MFD HAD, designate the 8 symbol. On the left MFD, the weapon display should have changed to a POS display showing a locked SAA. Press the spacebar to continue. As the HTS refines its position data, moving down from PGM5, the ellipse parameters will grow smaller. Continue the ingress. When the position accuracy reaches PGM2, press the spacebar.
Alright, that's where you lost me at, bro. Where's the PGM2 at? Oh, over here, PGM5, okay. Shit, I normally would shoot now. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to drive straight in on it. I think you're supposed to be at an angle. Oh, got heading select. Okay, shit. I'll let you do your thing. PGM3, PGM2.
Turn towards the SA8. On the upfront controls, press the step rocker switch forward to set steer point 2. On the left MFD, shift the HARM POS mode from EOM to RUK, range unknown, with OSB3. This will give you a smaller launch acceptability region, LAR, as seen on the right MFD HAD. When the H symbol is inside the LAR, launch the HARM by pressing the weapon release button. Magnum. As the HARM flies towards its target, watch your RWR indications. If the SA-8 starts to track you, the ECM light will come on as the AN/ALQ-184 begins jamming the SAM's radar. You will also hear the oral counter request. For this SAM, refrain from popping chaff unless you get the missile launch warning.
Counter.
Come on.
Hit. Target destroyed. You are in active pause. In the next part of this lesson, you will push in towards your target. Your goal is to get in zone with JSOW in stable flight and launch the weapon. You will be doing this inside an SA-2 missile engagement zone, or MEZ. You will rely on your AN/ALQ-184 to prevent the SA-2 fan song fire control radar from gaining a good lock track as long as possible. At some point, the SA-2 site will achieve a lock and fire missile. At that time, you will need to maneuver and expend chaff to defeat the SAM, always coming back to the ingress heading and out. Once you have launched the JSOW, you will egress the MEZ. Press the spacebar when ready to continue.
Well, don't I need to be on the, what's it called first? Yellow.
On the right MFD, press OSB 14 to bring up the SMS display.
Oh shit.
Then OSB 6, switch to the HSD with OSB 13. On the upfront controls, step to steer point 3 with the rocker. You are now ready to begin the strike run. Your goal is to disrupt the SA-2 tracking and defeat any SAM shots long enough to get within JSOW range. When you are ready to continue flying, press the spacebar.
Oh, I don't have anything on the right, huh? So what the hell where's the target at? I'm already in range. You're now ready to begin a strike round. Your goal is to disrupt SA-2 tracking and defeat. So steer point 3. That's why I screwed up last time. Okay. So I'm going for steer point 3.
Keep your airspeed between 450 and 500 knots. Monitor the RWR azimuth display. When you get tracking indicators, check the ECM light is on and that all 6 AN/ALQ-184 jammers are transmitting. Blue T's. You can try to break the lock by expending chaff, but remember to save enough chaff to defend against a missile launch. If when you receive missile launch, pop chaff, then begin evasive maneuvers until the missile is defeated. Afterwards, return to the attack line. Once the JSOW is away, step to steer point 4 and maneuver as necessary. Press the spacebar to clear this message.
This is wrong.
Counter.
This thing is wrong. Man, waypoint 3 is in the water.
Counter. 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 Altitude. Altitude. Counter.
I see it. I see it.
Counter.
I can't drop chaff or flare.
Counter. Counter. Altitude. Altitude.
This mission is faulty. Waypoint 3 is in the middle of the water. What up? What up? They set me up.
Counter. Altitude. Altitude. Counter. 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 Counter.
Gonna get rid of all of this and make this my own mission. Make sure you go save as. Ain't gonna be no pauses. File. Save as. My missions. ECMS. Now let me see. See if it even works. Let me go out. Why is that thing moving? We gotta get set up. Master arm. That's on. Oh, it's already set up. Oh, it's already at PGM too. I'm doing a lot of trimming. Alright, so. See, it's not, it's where it's supposed to be now. Oh, is it? Oh, wait a minute, I got to 2.3. It's still in the water. The shit is still in the water. What the? Fucking clouds. Oh, wait a minute. They went away, didn't they? I don't know how this still point 3 is. So freaking off, but it's supposed to be over here.
Counter.
It's supposed to be going right. Oh, come on.
Counter.
Right there. We out.
Caution. Caution.
That's too low.
Counter.
That's way too low. I just realized I don't have a chaff flare button. I think I just got a flare. Oh shit, I don't have neither one of them set up. That's crazy. I wonder when that happened. Search. Oh, it doesn't like my button. Why not? Let's kill that. Clear. Oh, I missed a step anyway. Let's see. List 7 sequence 4 enter double down 0 2 0 0 enter double down 5 enter return. Let's see what happens. But that shit still don't work. Look how many it's doing. It's bullshit. That shit still don't work. Oh, where's on? Might put on manual. Yeah, manual don't work either. Man, fix that shit.
Chat player.
Bullshit. I didn't know how many it's doing. That was fucking what, 20? What program is that? Which fucking program is that? One BQ. I couldn't even tell you what program that is. Burst quantity 4. Interval is 0.25. Yeah, shit don't work. Shit don't work. Distinguished flying cross. Man, get out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit. Mission editor. Let me put another harm on here. Oh shit, I would have never did this setup. I didn't know you could do this setup. You got a harm on one side and a J cell on the other. We got 5 minutes. Let's see if I can kill these bad boys in 5 minutes. Out of ground. Out of ground. Power. Power on. Power on. This baby is off. HSD. HAD. Weapon. Of course, the S88 is missing for some reason. There you go. Boom. Waypoint 3 is still in the water. I think that's on purpose. That's in the water. What the fuck? Bro, that's in the water.
Counter.
They gotta be doing that shit on purpose.
Counter. Cat flare. Counter.
What I had 16, so it did 4. I had 20. Yeah, that shit is in the water. Okay, I thought it was in the water. It is in the water. I don't care what nobody say. I'm looking at that shit.